constantly got something to say to me. Like, bro, get off my, like, plain and simple, bro. Get off, bro. Go about your business, bro. If you want to fight me, we can fight. If it ain't that, what are you talking about me for? Why you always got my name in your mouth, bro?
Teofimo Lopez recently took aim at Shakur Stevenson, criticizing him for what he called a weak fight selection. This came after news broke that Stevenson's WBC lightweight title defense would now be against part-time electrician Josh Padley. Originally, Stevenson was set to defend his belt against Floyd Schofield Jr. on the undercard of Khabib versus Bivol Due in Saudi Arabia. However, that fight was scrapped after Schofield Jr. was deemed medically unfit by the British Boxing Board of Control.
Shakur said last week that Schofield was gonna pull out. Shakur said a month ago during the press conference he wouldn't be shocked if Floyd pulled out. And then just breaking, the Ring magazine is...
Lopez didn't hold back in his criticism, accusing Stevenson of deliberately taking the safest road to protect his title. "This dude's always looking for the easy way," Lopez reportedly said. However, some fans view this matchup as a last-minute replacement rather than Stevenson intentionally choosing an easy opponent. Given that fight night is just hours away, many understand the circumstances behind the change.
Like, oh, I think I could beat him because he got out the ring and said I was the greatest fighter he got in the ring with. That was his exact words. He DM'd me, said, bro, you better than everybody I ever seen, this, that, and the third. So he remembered.
Josh Padley, a former Central Area champion, has never faced an opponent of Stevenson's caliber. However, after his September victory over Mark Chamberlain at Wembley Stadium, he climbed to No. 12 in the WBC rankings. Despite his lack of experience at the elite level, WBC President Mauricio Suleiman confirmed that Padley is eligible to compete for the lightweight world title. Teofimo Lopez, never one to hold back his opinions, doubled down on his criticism of Stevenson's title defense. "This guy talks a big game, but when it's time to show up, he's all about cherry-picking. Who's this Padley guy? Some weekend warrior with a tool belt. The fans aren't dumb. They know what this is," Lopez said.
Teofimo Lopez, another easy fight. The problem with him is he's too delusional to go in the gym and fix his mistakes. So
the situation took an even stranger turn when Floyd Schofield Jr.'s father, Floyd Schofield Sr., made shocking accusations, claiming his son had been poisoned before the fight was cancelled. Someone tried to kill him, Schofield Sr. alleged, though he later clarified that Stevenson's team had nothing to do with it. His statement only added more fuel to the controversy. Teofimo Lopez, however, wasn't buying any of the excuses. Poisoned or not, Schofield was ready to give Stevenson a real fight, Lopez claimed. Now Shakur is hiding behind some last-minute replacement who doesn't stand a chance.
Breaking news, and it's bad. Floyd Schofield is out of the Shakur Stevenson fight, canceled. This is not a...
Padley's journey to this moment has all the makings of a true boxing Cinderella story. Despite being known as a part-time electrician with little experience on the big stage, he's determined to seize this unexpected shot at glory. Reflecting on the opportunity, Padley stated, "I know if it were me, I'd already be in the gym working. If I'm close to fighting weight, then I'm ready to go. I respect what he's doing, but I'd be willing to do the same." For years, Padley has dreamed of committing to boxing full-time, but financial constraints have kept him working outside the ring. Even after his victory over Mark Chamberlain, he returned to his day job just weeks later. It all depends on what kind of fights come through, he explained, highlighting the uncertainty of his boxing career.
Boots won, and Shakur, man, he lost it, man. He lost to Ruben Villa, and then he wanted to go up to one of the, I think he did, wanted to the rooftop of the hotel, and he wanted to jump off. I ain't trying to have actual blood.
Padley remained realistic about his future, acknowledging that his ability to train full-time depends on the opportunities that come his way. "If the bigger fights come, I might be able to take another camp off with the support of my sponsors. But for now, after my holiday, I'll be back to work on Monday, picking up my tools again. I don't know what offers are coming, so I have to be prepared just in case things don't go my way. Meanwhile, Lopez scoffed at the idea of Stevenson defending his title against an opponent like Padley. What are we watching here? A title defense or a charity event, he mocked. Fans should be embarrassed for him. This is like watching a lion take on a house cat.
Do you honestly believe that the winner of this is going straight for those big names like Tank,
I think the winner
Ryan?
of this is the big name.
Okay.
You show me all those, you talk about Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. They can't sell 3,000, 4,000. I don't know what Shakur sold in Vegas. Less than 2,000.
I heard it was 1,800.
Despite the criticism, Padley sees this fight as the opportunity of a lifetime. His relentless work ethic and no-nonsense attitude have earned him respect in his local boxing community, and he plans to bring that same determination into the ring against Stevenson. However, many boxing experts remain doubtful about his chances against one of the most skilled fighters in the division. Meanwhile, Stevenson's camp has stayed quiet about the last-minute opponent switch, leaving fans with more questions than answers. Teofimo Lopez hasn't let up on his criticism, continuing to call Stevenson out, fighting the best in the world, taking on real threats, while Shakur is treating this like a sparring session. It's bad for boxing, and the fans deserve better.
I'm A-class.
So you, Devin Haney, Shakur,
Devin and Shakur shouldn't even be like mentioned, really,
why not?
because they not good. One puts you to sleep while the other one can't take a hit.
Padley's supporters, however, are fully embracing the underdog narrative. The story of a part-time electrician getting a shot at a world title has already drawn comparisons to the OVs. Whether Padley can create his own movie magic in the ring remains to be seen. But one thing is certain.
With it, so I wish him nothing but success and the best. But you can't, you gotta take the cuts, man. This is what it takes. They can only build us for so.
He won't be lacking motivation when he steps in against Stevenson. Meanwhile, Schofield Jr. continues to recover from whatever led to his withdrawal, though his father's dramatic claims are still making waves in the boxing world. Whether Schofield will eventually get his shot at Stevenson remains uncertain, but Teofimo Lopez has already made up his mind. That fight will never happen. He's scared, plain and simple, Lopez declared. He doesn't want to face real threats, and now he's running for safe ground. Padley is a nice story.
Well, it's his last fight with Top Rank, so good riddance. But he just fought a guy that had only 7 KOs. And what was it, 12-1? What was it, his record? Nobody knows, come on.
As Stevenson prepares for the fight, all eyes will be on whether he can handle the heat. Not just from Padley, but also from Lopez and the rest of the boxing world. Teofimo's criticisms may sting, but Stevenson's response will ultimately be settled in the ring. For Padley, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to shock the world.
Shakur Stevenson, that's the one you want.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're soft.
Why do you say you're soft?
Because he type too much. He do too much typing, don't do enough.
For Stevenson, it's an opportunity to prove that his title reign is anything but weak, no matter what Teofimo Lopez says. Recently, Lopez wasted no time throwing jabs at Stevenson following his surprising decision to step away from boxing, claiming that Stevenson simply didn't want to take a pay cut. The WBO light welterweight champion framed it as a financial move.